Okay, my title is the relationship between perceived quantity and perceived value on customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. My name is CuiXueyan. This is the context is the list introduction, research background, research questions and objectives, lecturer review, gaps identified, theoretical and conceptual framework, research methodology, data analysis, discussions, implication, limitation. This is abstracted. The current study aims to examine the relationship between perceived quality, perceived value, and customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. There are three variables in total in this study, which are perceived value, perceived quality, and customer loyalty. In terms of that, the perceived value and the perceived quantity is in the independent variables, and the customer loyalty is the dependent variables. This study is conducted the questionnaire method, simple with traveling in China within past 3 months and required to fill the questionnaires and the data collected with it. The result showed the three is a significant relationship between perceived quality, perceived value, and customer loyalty. In detail, a higher perceived value, customer loyalty, perceived quality, and higher customer loyalty. All sample size are accepted. In this study has then given recommendation to the future study, which conduct the study with the variables, but is specific in sub industry in tourism industry in China, and to enrich the study by identifying the sub construct of the variables in this study in the future studies. This is introduction. The current place China countries are to be a popular tourism destination. Due to the growth to the tourism industry in China, it's actually makes a significant place in the economy of China. China's tourism sector is one of the most significant economic contributor to this country and the country as a whole. The tourists business contributes around 5,128 billion annually to Chinese GDP. Because of growth of the tourism, there are more business started in the industry in terms to gain the market sharing, and it become a competitive industry with so the business owners in the tourism industry in China started to assure their quality and the value of money to gain competitive advantages. This is the state of problem in 2019. International arrivals in China amounted to around 145 billion, up from 141 million in this perceived year. However, the number of the international visitors arrives declined to 27.5 billion in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Because of the pandemic, tourists are able to travel to China, which lost the loyalty of the tourists. China has been insisting alleged to the policy of zero COVID, which means it aimed to maintain none of the case of COVID-19 in this country. Traveling are the main, and the market is even competitive. the service provider is tourism industry in China to try to gain protective advantage with the quality and the value that could build loyalty. Okay, this is a research objective and the questions. First one is to. Okay, this is a significant of study. Okay, this is the review of study undertaken. First is perceived quantity and perceived value predicted customer loyalty. Hotels perceived value. That's why it's the relation between the quantity and the process and the quantity of the output and the customer loyalty was mediated by the perceived value and satisfaction the customer. The finding showed that the customers' perception of quantity and the satisfaction has an effort on their loyalty through the perceived value, image, and repartition. A positive correlation can also be the between perceived value and both customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. The finding highlight is the significance of proper management of perceived quantity and non-money significance by the actives of the sporting and sport organization. Given the customer loyalty may be contesting and on access of newly emerging sport models. The next one. This is a gaps identified. The limited lecture focusing the investigate the perceived value and perceived quantity towards the customer loyalty in China context, and even limited of lecture is focusing on the tourism industry in China that has been highly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. In terms of that, the lecture is not consistent with the result, and it is in the need with a study. The current study called then filled the gap. Okay, next one. This is a theoretical fieldwork. This study is underpinned by a theory of social judgment theory and signaling theory. According to the social judgment theory and the signaling theory, customer loyalty will be high when customer fairly compare the impulse and make to the outputs that they receive as well as the cost they encounter to the advantages they receive. Okay, that's why is the positive information is perceived authorities is the social judgment will not be distorted and tourists will choose the purpose information in order to increase their customers' loyalty. If the brand feelings the promise and the customers are happy, well, the products and the service they receive, then the brand will earn their loyalty. It is because the signaling theory will creating the information and the social judgment theory works to make the tourists feel satisfied and favorable to accept the information. Next one. Okay, this is a conceptual framework. Perceived value. Okay, this is okay, this is a synthesized formulation. There is a significant relationship between perceived value and the customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. Second one is there is a significant relationship between perceived loyalty and customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. Okay, next one. This is a research methodology. First one is a simple tourists who have traveled in China within 3 months, sampling purposive sampling, instrument, questionnaire, and demo profit graphs, data analyze, line regression, validity and reliability. Okay, next one. Okay, this is the analyze the data. The reliability of the actual study is determined based on the ACA test, and the result showed above. The CA of the actual study is 0 and 80 and 95, which is known as a very good reliability. This is the data analysis. The normality test of the customer loyalty was not meet the p-value, and of the Sherman Wilk is similar than 0 and 0.5. Okay, next one. This is the this is a data analyzer correlationship between the variables carried out. This study showed the perceived quantity is correlated to perceived value. Perceived quantity is correlated to customer loyalty, and perceived value is related with the customer loyalty. Okay, next one. Okay, this is a data analysis based on the 3 tables above for running the multi-lines regards is known that the ATIV 2 and 600% of the perceived loyalty and the perceived value could be explaining the customer loyalty. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay, this is the data analyze perceived quantity positively predicted the customer loyalty, and the perceived value positively perceived the customer loyalty. Higher this means that a higher perceived value, a higher customer loyalty, and a higher perceived quantity, a higher customer loyalty. Okay, next one. This is the hypothesis summary. This is a significant relationship between perceived value and the customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. There is a significant relationship between perceived loyalty and customer loyalty in tourism industry in China. Okay, next one. This is a discussion and the implication. The finding current study in the line. Those found in earlier research. The findings should serve as a reminder to managers that need to place higher priority on the quantity control activities. Business in tourism industry should not compete the pricing, but also offer high quantity standard and service that are worth the money. Managers need to have effective management strategy for the value of the price, which is a factor that influence customer loyalty. New methods of client management may be used in the form of application of provide customer support, provides some insights, is using the theory of the social judgment theory and singling theory. Okay, next one. This is a limitation. None of specific sub-industry is identified. None of sub constructor is identified. Identified. Okay, next one. Okay, thank you. This okay, thank you. This is my presentation.